Hi. Um, Imagine you're in a classroom and teacher is standing in front of whiteboard and he's holding his textbook and he's saying something. Blah 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 blah. And it's 1 p.m. You just ate lunch and you're taking an afternoon class. Everybody is quiet. There's no sound except his voice. He's still saying something. Blah 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 blah. His voice makes us sleepy. And some students are falling asleep. Don't you feel bored in this situation? I do. I got bored at class in Japan. Studying was boring for me. So, I think we should take initiative to improve education. In other words, we should do something to make education better. So, what can we do to improve our education? I'm going to suggest 3 skills that I think children need. Number 1 is thinking skill. Number 2, discussion skills. And number 3 is language skills. So back to my first point. Number 1 is children need to learn thinking skills. At school, teachers teach us how to solve the question, and then they don't think about anything. For example, when we study mathematics, teacher give us like formula. You know formula? Formula. And they just put number into formula and they just calculate automatically. And when you study history, you just memorize so many events like World War II, One, and so many persons' name and etc. And when you study physics, you just memorize theories like light goes faster than sound or something like that. So there is too much memorizing at school. Teacher give us so much information and then we just input them into our brain. It's really, our attitude is really passive. But we have to think about something. We have to think about it. So children need experiential learning. So if you study mathematics, you should think how to solve this question. Don't depend on formula. And when you study history, you should think why and how this happened, and then how it relates to today's like society or politics. And when you study physics, you should do experiments, and you can actually see how theories work. So thinking is humans' basic skills, I think, and we should think. We should think about everything. So my second suggestion is discussion skills. I think children should be able to express their opinions. They need a chance to discuss about something. The topic doesn't have to be difficult. Especially in Asian country, we don't really like show our opinions because people said it's so important to respect others. So listen people. So we are good at listening but we are not used to express our opinions. We just listen people and we don't say anything about it. And sometimes children don't even have their opinions. Teacher asks students, so what do you think about this issue? And students said, I don't know. I have no idea. They don't have their opinions. When I was at elementary school, sometimes we had a debate. But I didn't like it because I didn't like tell my thoughts or opinion to others. But we definitely need it. It's very important to express ourselves, and they need to practice discussion. So my third point is language skills. These days, the world is getting smaller and smaller, and it's on the way to globalization. So many people travel other countries, and some people work in different countries. And we have more chances to meet people who speak different language from ours. So we need second language. And as you guys know, one of the most powerful second language is English. And nowadays, in many countries, students are learning English. Learning English. So I'm going to compare English education in Japan and in Philippines. So in Japan, we start to learn English in middle school, which is fine. I don't think it's too late. But the problem is the way to teach. Teachers teach English only in Japanese, and they use textbook. So we study grammar, we read textbooks, and we practice writing. But we never have chance to use it. We never chance to speak English. I'm sure grammar is very important, and one of the things that we have to do at first. But I believe we never learn language without using it. So that's why many Japanese people can't speak. They can't speak. They can't understand what they are saying. And on the other hand, in Philippines, they start to learn English in elementary school. And teachers teach all subjects in English. And they are not allowed to speak their language, Filipino. And the only one subject that they learn in Filipino is Filipino. So most people can speak both languages, both English and Filipino. I think neither Japanese way or Philippine way is perfect. Japanese people need to practice using English, but in Philippines, learning all subjects in English from elementary school is too much, I think. They should learn their own language at first. So we need good balance when we study language. But the most important thing is to enjoy learning language. So education should be changed. They need this thinking skill, discussion skills, and language skills. But also there are more things children need to learn. Does anybody has any ideas? Think about it. Good education will make our society better. Thank you.